Earth really flat? Well, if you've ever tripped and fallen flat on your face, you might think so. But let's dive in, shall we? It's a question that's been stirring debate for centuries. Some folks swear by the idea of a flat Earth, pointing to observations like the horizon appearing flat and the feeling of firm ground beneath our feet. But is that all there is to it? Many of these flat Earth theories are born from misconceptions or misinterpretations of our world and the science that explains it. It's easy to believe what we see at face value, but sometimes there's more to the picture than meets the eye. Throughout this video, we'll explore these theories, and in the spirit of scientific curiosity, we'll examine the evidence that suggests otherwise. So buckle up, we're about to take a wild ride around our spherical Earth. Or is it just a big pancake in space? Let's find out. Ever looked out at the horizon and thought, looks pretty flat to me? Well, you're not alone. There have been many throughout history who have had the same thought. But why does it look so flat? Is it because the Earth is actually a giant pancake floating in space? Well, not quite. You see, the reason the horizon looks flat is largely due to our limited perspective from the ground. We humans aren't exactly towering giants. On average, we stand a mere 5 feet and 7 inches off the ground. Compared to the Earth's diameter, which is about 7,917 miles, we're practically microscopic. Now, imagine you're an ant on a basketball. To you, that basketball would seem like a vast, flat surface stretching out in all directions. But if you were to zoom out and look at the basketball from a distance, you'd see it's actually round. That's exactly what's happening when we look at the horizon. Our puny size compared to the Earth gives us a distorted perspective. But what about when we're up in a tall building or on a plane? Surely we should be able to see the Earth's curvature then, right? Well, not so fast. Even at 35,000 feet, the highest altitude commercial planes fly, the curve of the Earth is still barely discernible. It's only when we get much higher into space that we can truly see the Earth for what it is, a beautiful round sphere. So imagine the Earth as one gigantic blueberry muffin. From close up, it might look flat, but take a step back, and you'll see it's got a nice round top. And isn't that a much tastier image than a flat pancake? So yes, the horizon may look like a flat line drawn by a not-so-steady hand, but in reality it's all a matter of perspective. Have you ever wondered why you haven't fallen off the edge of our supposedly round Earth yet? Well, so have flat earthers. It's a bit like asking why your socks don't fall off when you hang them on a clothesline, isn't it? Here's the thing. Just like your socks are held onto the clothesline by clothespins, we're all held onto Earth by gravity. Now, gravity isn't some invisible clothespin, but it does a similar job. It's a force that pulls everything towards the center of the Earth. Not the edge, not the North Pole, not your favorite coffee shop, but the center. Imagine you're a giant and you have a big round ball of dough. No matter where you poke it, your finger always moves towards the center of the dough ball, right? That's how gravity works. It's like an invisible finger constantly poking us towards the Earth's center. Now, let's consider our flat Earth friends. They might argue, well, if gravity pulls everything towards the center, shouldn't we all be squished into a human pancake by now? Good point, hypothetical flat Earth friend. But no, gravity isn't a malevolent pancake maker. The force of gravity decreases as we move away from the Earth's center. So, while it keeps us firmly grounded, it's not about to flatten us anytime soon. And what about the edge? Why don't we just tumble off when we reach it? Well, if the Earth was a flat disk like a pancake, and gravity pulled everything towards the center, then as you moved towards the edge, you would feel like you were climbing a steep hill. So, in a flat Earth world, going east to west would feel like constantly climbing uphill. Quite the workout, wouldn't it be? But, as we all know, we don't need to pack mountain gear every time we travel. And that's because the Earth isn't flat. It's round, like a dough ball, not a pancake. So, unless you're a cartoon character walking off a cliff in mid-air, you don't have to worry about falling off the edge of the Earth. Some say that photos from space show a flat Earth. But is it really flat? Or is it just the Instagram filter? Ah, the perennial debate. But before we delve into the depths of this question, let's take a moment to appreciate the marvel of modern technology that allows us to even have this conversation. Isn't it grand? Now, onto the heart of the matter. You see, images, like people, can be quite deceptive. They can stretch the truth, distort reality, and sometimes just outright lie. But fret not, we're here to uncover the truth behind these seemingly flat Earth images. Imagine for a moment, you're taking a selfie. You angle your camera just right to catch that golden hour glow. But alas, your arm isn't long enough, and your nose looks significantly larger than it actually is. Tragic, isn't it? But it's not your nose's fault. It's the camera lens distorting the image. The same principle applies to pictures of Earth from space. When astronauts snap a photo from their spaceship window, their camera lens, just like ours, can distort the image. This distortion, known as fisheye lens distortion, can make our lovely spherical Earth appear flat. It's like Mother Earth's bad selfie day, if you will, but wait, there's more. Images from space are often stitched together from multiple photos to give us a wide view. And just like that, one time you tried to stitch together a panorama of your living room and ended up with 2 cats and a 3-legged coffee table. Sometimes things can go awry. The process of stitching these images together can also lead to distortions, making our round Earth appear as flat as a pancake. So next time you see a picture of our Earth looking like a flat pancake, remember, it might just be a bad camera angle. Or perhaps, just maybe, Earth had a bit too much fun with that new trendy face slimming filter. Either way, don't be too quick to judge. After all, we've all had our share of bad selfie days, haven't we? Now, you might ask, if these theories are wrong, then why do we say the Earth is round? Well, let's dive right in. First off, we have our old friend gravity. Now, gravity is like that one friend who always brings you back down to Earth, quite literally. It pulls everything towards the center, creating a spherical shape. So if the Earth was flat, gravity would pull everything towards the center, and you'd find yourself sliding towards the middle like a marble on a dinner plate. Not exactly a thrilling prospect, eh? Next up, we have satellite images. You know, those beautiful blue and green shots of our planet you've seen on your screensaver or in a science textbook. Those aren't just for pretty pictures, folks. They're solid proof that we're all living on a giant spinning ball. Now, I'm not saying you should trust everything you see on the internet, but when it comes to satellite images, they give us a pretty clear picture. Literally. And how about a lunar eclipse? When the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, it casts a shadow on the moon. And guess what shape that shadow is? You guessed it, a circle. Now, unless we've got some sort of cosmic pancake flipping going on, that's a pretty solid sign that the Earth is round. But let's not forget about flights. Have you ever wondered why planes don't just fly in a straight line from point A to B? It's because they're following the curve of the Earth. It's a shorter distance. And let's face it, who wants to be stuck on a plane longer than necessary? So there you have it. Gravity, satellite images, lunar eclipses, and flight paths. 4 compelling reasons why our home planet is not a flat disk floating in space, but a beautiful, slightly squished sphere. So there you have it, folks. Our Earth isn't a pancake, it's more like a slightly squished melon. Alright, let's wrap this up before anyone starts thinking the Earth is shaped like a banana. We've journeyed through some fun and fascinating theories today, from the flat horizon to the edge of the world, and even to the view from space. But remember, just because a pancake looks flat doesn't mean it is. It's all about perspective. We've laughed at the idea of falling off the edge of the world, but in reality, gravity is the true hero, keeping us firmly planted on this slightly squished melon we call Earth. And while the view from space might make our planet seem flat, it's just because we're so tiny in comparison to its massive size. In the end, we've discovered that the Earth is round, not because I say so, but because science does. So the next time someone asks you if the Earth is flat, you can confidently tell them, no, it's not flat, it's a slightly squished melon. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, so we can continue to make more. Thank you for your support.